Hey everyone, it's Carrie. Welcome. Today I am going to start by doing I'm going to start by doing my monthly planner. I know I'm so far behind. I'm going to start doing I'm going to start doing my February monthly today. And so you'll get to just take a look and see how I do things. And just because it's how I do it, it doesn't mean it's going to be how you do it. And everybody's a bit different. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so today we're just going to go ahead and get started. I experimented by doing a little bit before, but turned out things don't always happen the way that you expect. I use Medimoji for planning. DRecorder is the app that I'm using to record my screen, and then PDF to JPEG. This is how I convert my freebie PDF files into JPEGs so that I can use them in Medimoji, and then RAR and WinZip for unzipping files. Sometimes RAR works better, sometimes it doesn't. It really just depends. I'm a little bit stuffed up today, so... Also, if you guys hear a roaring sound, that's because I live near Bellingham, Washington, and we have, instead of all the snow that Western Washington was getting, we got wind. We're having anywhere between 30, we're having northeasters, or winds coming from the northeast, down from Canada between 30 and 55 miles per hour. So, yeah. Sorry, I had to get it back on where it should be. So, this is a rainbow planner I got from, her name's Angie Hicksman. I'll go ahead and link her Etsy down below. This is the undated rainbow planner. And I use, this is just what I use because it's kind of similar to the Erin Condren Vertical Life Planner, but the monthly is kind of like a happy planner. So I tend to use happy planner monthlies, but yet I use Erin Condren weeklies. So I kind of have to go back and forth between. But we're going to go ahead and get started by decorating. And the first thing that I like to do is enlarge my page. So as you can see, I'm enlarging it and getting it to where I want so that I can work with it. So then to get started by adding my first sticker, I'm going to go ahead and in the upper left hand corner, I'm going to touch the plus sign and touch add photo, and then photo from album. And this is because I've already decided what stickers I'm going to use. So I touch the first page of the sticker I want, and then, or I should say first page, because it's the first page of the set, and and I always start by putting in my monthly headers first, my monthly things first. Then after that, I start doing numbers. So I'm going to hit high resolution. And and it's okay if this looks pink, that's what it's supposed to do. But I'm going to touch and hold it, and then I'm going to go to edit image. Now, what's really cool about this, by going digital, is you can crop your image down, and then you can enlarge it, and then all right from here we can change the opacity. It's good. Now as you can see, I'm adjusting these blue dotted lines. Everything that's inside of the line is what's going to get put in. Everything outside does not. Come on, almost there. Yeah, I think that looks okay. And then we're going to go ahead and hit done. And now we're just going to drag the corners to make it bigger. And then to fit it in the space, we're going to use the inside dotted line. And with the way that this works, with Metamoji, you have to get it to be just, you have to use the inside blue dotted line and get it to just barely outside of the lines here for it to go to the right space. Perfect. Okay, and then once you've got it to, actually, I need to do this. I had to move it over a bit more because, as you can see, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are not in the right spots. So I'm going to take the outside middle dot and then move it over. Okay. Those are inside the block boxes of where they should be, but I'm going to adjust it. There, that looks better. But once you've got it to where you want, touch outside the line, and there you are. And that actually worked really well because you can still see a bit of the gray line, but you can't see any of the red above, which is perfect. So now what I'm doing is I'm moving over to the other side of the page, to the other side. And we're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to use the other portion of the monthly header. So we're going to do touch, add photo, photo from album, first page. I'm going to hide. Excuse me, edit. Now, as you can see, this is by Life with Myra. And I'll go ahead and link her website down below when this gets posted. But so I'm just starting here by adjusting my crop just like I did before. Perfect, that looks good. We're going to hit done. Again, drag the corner. Use the inside blue dotted line. Perfect. Touch. Okay, and I think I do want to adjust the bottom, but just a tad. There we go. This. Because I'm kind of a perfectionist. Perfect. Now I'm going to zoom out so you can see what the headers look like. So there's your monthly. So there's the monthly headers. Now what I usually like to do is I like to go in and add my numbers. Now for the month of, so for today is the 10th. So I'm going to start with today's date and then work my way backwards till the 1st. So I'm going to start by doing, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the numbers. So I'm going to go to add photo from album. High quality. Okay. Ooh, power just flickered. Okay, so I'm just taking a look at my calendar here on my phone because I want to make sure that I start off in the right spot. So now I've gone on to the second page, so I can grab the number dots, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to try to do some of this before, I'm going to try to do this so this doesn't have the power come out, or before the power goes out. There, that looks good. We're going to go ahead and hit done. I'm going to make this a bit bigger. And then I'm going to grab this and move it. Now, when we're doing small things like this, when you're doing really small stickers, using Metamoji, try to grab them in the middle so that you can move them without further reducing or increasing the size. This is just something that I have found that works great for me, so I thought I'd pass that tip on to you guys, because I struggled with it at the beginning. Excuse me. One thing you guys can also do too is that you can also start by making the, excuse me again, but you can start on the area that you want to work and then make the area that you want to work larger before putting in the sticker. That. Now you can always zoom in and do that later on. If you want to do that later, you can do that too. I'll go ahead and show you the other way that I do it too. Well, I kind of did already when I started with the monthly, but okay, this needs to be just a tad smaller. I try to keep them to about the same size. Perfect. Okay, so Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the number 6 here on the left side of the page. But you guys can see this is basically just copying, and it's basically just continually cropping over and over and over again. So it does get tedious. Unlike paper planing, this does get very tedious. It's a little small. Okay, this 7's a little small, so I'm going to go ahead and go in and adjust that. So I'll show you guys how to do that. But first I'm going to match up number 6. I'm going to match up the 6th. Perfect. Okay, so actually that 6 looks small too. Oops. Undo. Now, match this up. Yeah, it actually looks okay. Okay. So, like, this number 7's a little small. So you can touch it, once you place it down and you touch away from it, you can reposition it, which is really nice. And that's one thing that you can't do in Squid. So I'm just gonna grab this just a tad. It didn't need to be that much bigger. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do 10. We know Valentine's Day is on Thursday, if I remember correctly. Yes, Valentine's Day is... No, this is wrong. Friday is the 1st. Saturday is the 2nd. Today is the 9th. Okay. Oh, great. Got to do this all over again. Actually, we're going to delete the number 10. And then we're going to touch and hold on 9. Move 9. Touch and hold on 8. Move 8. Move that up just a tad. There it goes. Touch and hold on 7. Move 7. Touch and hold on 6. And move 6. Okay, let me just make sure I've got this right. Perfect, that's better. So then that makes Tuesday the 5th. Now this is one thing that I also like about digital planning rather than paper planning. With paper planning, it's not always easy to remove stickers. So I'm gonna go back. It's not always easy to remove stickers, so and not just remove them, but remove them and reposition them. Unless you have repositionable stickers, or you buy stickers from a shop that uses repositionable paper. Sticker paper, so that's just something to think about if you're going digital. Plus, you can use kits over and over and over again, which is kind of cool. Now, some of you may be thinking, why did she choose this pattern for Valentine's Day? You know, for February. I chose this because A, I like it, and it's flowery without being too flowery, sentimental without being too sentimental. It doesn't go overboard on hearts, and while hearts are great, it's just not something that it's not something that I'm into. Because I already deal with a lot of the last thing I want right now for about, for February, and even when I do my Valentine's spread, I'm going to try to find something that's not super Valentine's-y, not super sentimental, cheesy kind of deal. I want to find something that's similar to this, but in a weekly. And that's because I'm single. And finding, I'm 39 years old. I'm single. I don't have kids. I'm not dating anybody. And I don't know if I will be. I don't know if I will be dating anybody in the future anyways. I probably will date later on, but not right now. And to be quite honest with you guys, it is quite hard it's going to be a struggle just finding somebody who is it's going to be just a struggle enough finding someone who's going to be able to overcome a disability. I'm a type 1 diabetic, which means this is an autoimmune disorder. I can't do anything about it. And there's enough stigma with diabetes that, there's good kinds and bad kinds, and there's not, because it's all bad. But they're both bad. But no matter which type you have, it's bad. Whether it's type 1, 1.5, or 2, or gestational, it's all bad. But it's all about how we manage it and how we look upon ourselves and our lives with it. I do the best I can with what I've got, and that's okay with me. I've chosen to wear an insulin pump and CGM because they are the tools that helps me be able to manage it the best for myself. But they are outward signs of a disability, and when there's outward signs, we're less likely to get noticed in a romantic way. So that's one thing that is, okay, that's good. That's one thing that's tough enough. You have a disability. Oh, well, you just have a disability. It's all about this. And it's not all about this. There's other things that I like to do besides having a having a disability is not something that is about, it's not all of me, I do planning, I do YouTube, I'm starting YouTube, I like makeup, I like doing other kinds of crafts. I love electronics. So, the illness is not all about 100% us. It's not just us, it's a part of us. Yes, it's a part that we have to live with. Yes, it's a struggle. I'm not going to deny that. No one will say that it's not a struggle, because it is. It's something that we have to, it's something that we struggle with every day of our lives, and we're going to struggle with it. But we get such a stigma about it because people assume that we're type 2 diabetics, we just didn't manage it, and that's not the case. We are managing it by making sure we have enough insulin, by making sure that we have pump and CGM supplies, by making sure that we have insulin pens and needle tips and all this other stuff. We're the ones that are calling the insurance companies griping when they're not paying our claims, when they're not providing us with the tools that we need to live. And when we have to be the ones that are calling, saying, hey, what the hell, guys? You're not paying for this? What changed? We're the ones that are running into all these things, and it's not good. Okay. Well, there's no particular Valentine's stickers here, so I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel. Got 14th and 13th. Or I've got 13th and the 12th. Haha. If I can find like a sticker that coordinates in these colors, I might throw down one on the 14th just saying Valentine's Day. But I do have an appointment at the end of the month. Towards the end of the month, I'm going to put in. There we go. Okay. Now, some of you guys that may be watching may be thinking, Carrie, why did you decide to get into digital planning? Well, to be quite frank, I got into digital planning because I'm broke. And these printable stickers I have were ones that I had when I was doing paper planning. And I still am doing paper planning. If you want to see a video on my paper planner, I'll certainly go ahead and do one. In fact, I'll probably do one anyways, just because I like doing it. But, planning is just something that I like to do. It's stress relief, it's all kinds of things. But I only started doing digital when I started doing digital last. I think I started experimenting with it in like April, in like March and April of last year. So I've been doing it for almost a year with this particular device I'm using. And I'll do a video using my computer. I'll put one up using my computer, showing you the device I'm using, but yeah, I just started doing it because I'm broke. I didn't have, I don't have money to be going out and buying all cool, all the cool stickers on Etsy or anything like that. Even printables, I don't have the money for it. I just don't. But I do have internet access. I do have a device. And all my printables are stored on SD cards anyways, so why not? Okay, cool. I just made this one larger so that I could see if it's slightly large, but that's okay. Perfect, that's better. Okay, so now that I've got those laid in, I'm going to go to the week below. And then we'll go over to the other side and work on the other side. So I'm doing the Tuesday ones just so that I can know where I'm at. So when I move over, I'll be able to see that and say, okay, well, I need the 4th and the 3rd, and I need the 11th and the 10th and all that. So again, I'm going to use my calendar just so I can make sure I've got the dates right. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 23rd, and we're going to end up on the 19th. Actually, why don't I start on the 19th? And also, you guys, if you want these to be little rectangles instead of the little pointed end, all you have to do is move the bottom up in the cropping stage and make it into the rectangle. You don't have to use the whole thing. But I decided these aren't something, this is not something that I would normally do because I prefer circles. I decided to change it up and do this. It's good, and it's good to change things up every now and then, I think. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Leave me a comment. I will do my best to address them. I have used Exodo before, but it's not my thing. It really isn't. I don't have a whole lot of practice with it. Squid is pretty similar to Metamoji, so that's why I started with Metamoji. And I actually started out using Metamoji, and then I moved into Squid, and then I tried Zodo, and it's just not for me. The Zodo likes to move the header, you know, this top header bar, this top toolbar. It likes to try to hide it away from me, and it's a pain in the butt trying to get it back. So I'm just like, nope, not even. You know, life's too short to work with things that don't work for you. Oh, you see what I just did here? Touch and hold. And this is also really cool too, because if you decide that, oh, well, the sticker didn't lay down right, you can touch and hold it, and it will, and then just hit remove, and you can remove it. And that's another reason too why I like Metamoji, is because it's a lot easier to remove things. Now here with Metamoji, kind of like being in a regular stick, you know, kind of like using regular stickers. If for some reason you guys, now you gotta also remember too, remember when looking at this that it is quite big, but there we go. Just noticed I had a little spot there I had to erase. Oh, I remember what I was saying. So, in Medemoji, and Squid's the same, both Medemoji and Squid, now if you make a mistake putting a sticker down, if you make a mistake putting the sticker down, you can't go out of your planner and go back in. That's like cements the work that you've done. So what you have to do is remove any stickers before you leave the planner. Okay? Now this 22 looks really small when compared to the 21. Oh, it's about the same size, okay. That just must be how it looks. Oh, whoops. Not what I wanted to do, but... Okay, now we're getting into putting the dates on the final week of the month. Excuse me. Okay. Back to calendar. Okay, so the 28th is... So we're getting close to finishing up this side. There we go. Okay, what do I have done? Now you can kind of see here, slightly big. That's okay. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Actually, no, it's a little small. So you can kind of see here my planner's moving with the, it's just going to look small. It moved to make some more space below, so I can place my numbers. I don't have to move it, because it will move itself when I place numbers, or other stickers, And it's not something that I was intentionally going to show you. It's just something that it does. That's pretty cool. So, okay. So you guys might hear some, you guys might hear buzzing every now and then. That's my phone. Because I've got it on vibrate. At least I think. Okay. Looks good. Okay, that'll be fine. So then, now that I've placed all the numbers down for this part of the month, I'm going to move this over so I can finish up. Perfect. So I'm going to do 3 and 4 and just start working my way down. Okay, so some people do pre-planning and like a separate digital or on paper. I try to have a sorry guys, I'm a horrible snacker. But so bad, but you can digital plan however you want. I should say you can pre-plan however you want. However you're used to is probably what I would recommend you stick with for now. And then if you guys want to see like a sticker organization video, I'm more than willing to do one. In fact, I still probably will. But back to pre-planning. What I do is I mean, this towel goes with me everywhere. That's a given. But I also have a paper planner with me, and I have all of my appointments written on the paper planner. Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. But I have all of the appointments written on the paper planner. And then after I get home, I'll get the tablet back out and put them in on the tablet. But I think in March, I'll set aside a day for, I've got to set aside some time to go get some blood work done. And I do have an appointment on the 25th too, so I'll show you a cool little trick for the appointment. Oops, what was that? So that's 12th, 11th, and so I need the 10th and the 11th, okay. Okay, so the dates are done being placed. So now I'm going to put my appointment in on the 25th. So I'm going to go back to that second page because that's where the sticker I want is from. So I'm going to go to add. So we're going to try something. Actually, I think I can switch this over. Yep. Okay, undo. Go ahead and cancel. Okay, I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to try that again. Actually, I'm going to move from that. Come on. Okay. Now I want to do it. So I'm just going to keep trying until I get it. Switch over. Nope. I'm going to use this bright pink one with my lasso tool. It's not really like a lasso tool, I guess, but it's really more for detailed cropping. Okay, that'll work. Done. And you can kind of see here what I'm planning to do with it. It's so cute. Okay, that'll work. Isn't that cute? Now, I don't know for sure if this will work, but I'm going to try it. So, what I'm going to do is try to layer in the word appointment. Now, on my monthly, all I do is I add, but all I do on the monthly view is just put the word appointment on. That way I know I have one. And then I can look, like if I need to schedule a second one on the same day, I can go in and say, hey, I already have an appointment. You know, I can go to the weekly view and then say, hey, I have an appointment that day. Let's do it on X day instead. Okay. So this one I want to get as close to the word appointment as I could. I mean, I probably could go in with the lasso tool and, you know, really do it, but this isn't going to show up anyways because it's on a white background. So I'll go ahead and hit done. I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger. There we go. Make this just a little bit bigger inside of this pink square. Make this just a little bit larger in size. Oh, this is gonna look so cute, guys. Okay, I can't believe that worked. So we can layer stickers just like we did on our existing planner. So, yay! And that's all I'm going to do for now. I like having the lines there so I can write if I need to. I don't have a whole lot of things I track. So there's my monthly for now. And I'm sure if I need to put more in, I will, but there's nothing I can think of right now. It's just what I wanted to get done today was just putting in the dates, putting in that appointment. I might go in later on and put the time, but I know what that appointment is for, so. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll go ahead and I'm planning to post more videos soon, so thank you, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye for now.